Welcome back to Josiah Plays Deus Ex Human Revolution. I'm here trying to talk to David Seraph, and I've asked him about this backdoor into the security network thing that he created, and he's kind of trying to dodge it. And I'm looking at my options for how I can talk to him now. I can try to placate him. I can try to refocus.
So, I guess we understand each other now.
Not quite yet. We don't, actually, Dave. Well, doesn't like to be defied. Back down rapidly if resistance is felt. Sometimes try to change the subject. I'm gonna go with refocus.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive.
Oh, you do.
But you can't expect me to tell you every detail of this company's operations every single day. We're at war here. And it's your job to protect us from enemies who try to take us down. You should have found that loophole without my having to tell you about it. You know, Frank wanted me to hire experts, an outside security firm to protect us, but you convinced me you could do it. Are you saying you were wrong?
I see what he's trying to do. So now he's doing that whole shift blame thing. So I need to resist that. So I can placate, which I'm not going to do. Yeah, I'm going to defend.
I think I proved myself today. And the only reason I'm worried about that loophole right now is because the data you streamed through it could have been accessed, backtraced, and stolen by the men who attacked us. Our enemies might still find a way to hurt us with it.
What? Well, I never considered that. Sorry, son. I guess you have proved yourself today. Look, I'm not going to share every single detail of this data with you. As CEO of this company, there are things I can't release, even to you, Frank, or Athena. I consider us all a team here, but we each have our own roles to fill. I decide who gets trusted with what, and in this case, you're just gonna have to do your job without knowing all the facts. Megan said you could roll with the punches. Proof she was right.
He's trying to bring Megan into this, huh? Okay, well, I could use the pheromones. I know he's an alpha. Before I use the pheromones, though, I could try to just use a correct argument. But so far I'm doing real good on the persuasion level. Doesn't like to be defied. It's an interesting tactic.
Adam, are we done here?
In fact, we're not. Let's see what happens if I do this.
Boss, I never meant to imply. Look, I'll back off. That's what you want. But when you start dragging Megan into this, it puts me on the defensive.
I understand, Adam. And I'm sorry. The data you're so nervous about is little more than a bunch of routine, fact-finding reports, the kind of stuff I deal with every day. Megan pointed me in a direction and I followed up on it, that's all. And now that I've shared this much with you, I have to ask how your knowing the fine details will keep the rest of us any more secure. Can't you trust me to take care of things from here?
This is interesting. This is a pretty intriguing conversation. There's a lot going on here. Uh...
Adam, are we done here?
Wow, this is interesting.
Boss, 6 months ago, mercenaries knew stuff about this company that I didn't, and used it to get past my security measures. I don't really care what kind of secrets you and Megan were keeping back then. I just want to make sure they don't endanger us again.
Adam, I didn't mean to imply... You're right, okay? You're right. I really shouldn't keep this information from you.
Huh.
I just hope you'll understand why I did. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people, potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
Wow. Interesting. He sent me the stuff. Now I wonder, was he really just trying to protect me from from knowing this? Was he being honest there? Or was all of this just a huge evasion, and was he just lying about what the stuff was? I don't know. I know that I got 1,000 XP for convincing him, and I didn't use the pheromones. So that's interesting, I suppose. Okay. And I completed the that objective, such as it was. Meet Seraph in the penthouse. Right? He still needs to hear about the Barrett thing. So that's like a separate conversation I can have with him. Well, gee, what now? I think what I'm gonna do. Save the game. I'm curious about something. So I'm going to quickly... This is the save I just did, right? I'm going to load this quick save real fast and just check something out. I want to see what happens if I use the pheromones on him instead. I'll skip through most of the conversation just to get to that point and then see what it does. Okay, here we go.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
What?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access
I don't know
the
if I can
systems
skip through.
before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though.
See, he seems real suspicious right here during that part.
But he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
So there's no skipping here, apparently.
Boss. Right before you brought me on board, Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would.
I probably shouldn't have done
But
this.
the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
Alright, so let's get through here.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive. The truth is, I've had a lot of other things on my mind. I'm trying to secure a future here for all of mankind. I can't let trivial security concerns get in the way when people like Bill Taggart want to see me fail. No, you're my best warrior, Adam. And I trust you. I know the loyalty you've shown me will only continue.
This isn't what he said last time.
Future. Because that's what's really important, isn't it? The future.
That's not the same thing he said last time. Interesting. Well, I'll say something different
don't get me
too.
Wrong, boss. I'm not questioning your leadership. I'm just concerned that the data you streamed might have been compromised, accessed by the hacker who attacked us. If so, how do you suggest I handle it?
I see. Guess I hadn't considered that. But I still don't know that you need to. I just wonder if you're being a bit paranoid here. Fixating on details that aren't critical? I mean, are you so shaken up by what happened 6 months ago, by your failure to make a difference then, that you can't roll with the punches anymore?
He's kind of hitting below the belt now.
Damn it, Adam. I brought you back in today because you have an immediate crisis to deal with. Questioning me about things that don't matter isn't going to bring Megan back.
Wow. So yeah, he is doing some different shit. But no, let's use the old pheromones here. And he's an alpha, so...
Boss, I really don't understand why you're giving me the runaround. When you hired me, I said I'd give you the best I could, but I can't protect us if you keep hamstringing my every move. If you won't level with me and tell me what
oh shit,
waiting, then I'm out of here. I quit.
Ultimatum.
Adam, wait. You can't leave us. We need you. Now more than ever. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data
comes
channel
back
for
to
a
the
private
same point here.
investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people, potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
Interesting. So it came out the same way, but the actual conversation was a little bit different. Okay, well, I'm actually going to load the save game I did, you know, after the first time I finished the conversation without using the pheromones, and then go from here. So, I don't know, I think I might kind of believe him, actually. I'm thinking maybe, I mean, he's being sort of evasive and a little suspicious in the way he was, you know, real defensive about it and stuff, but ultimately I think maybe he's telling the truth at the end there. So I can go, I guess it's on my computer, so I can go back down to my office and check things out there. So I will do that in the next video. Thank you for watching. Josiah plays Deus Ex: Human Revolution. I'll see you next time.